basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, it puts it on the skin, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, it puts it on the skin, it puts it on the skin, it puts it on the skin, the basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion and puts it in the basket, it puts it on the skin.
To who? Get the hell out of here.
Greg hurt me just earlier, by the way, guys. He has a death wish.
What are you talking about, bro?
Oh, Charles Bronson, Death Wish.
Death
You
wish.
don't even know. Dude, you're talking to the wrong crowd.
Hap-
No one knows who Charles Bronson is.
Happy
bro.
birthday. Whose birthday is it? Whose dumb ways to die?
All right, all right.
Whose birthday?
Whose birthday is it today?
Whose birthday? Greg's.
It's not my birthday.
Well, you're old, so it might as well be.
Dude. I'm friggin'.
Can I
I'm
participate?
Cool, man.
Good morning, everyone. By the way, just so you know, I actually am reading the feed before it starts, so I saw your little plan about happy birthdays. I saw it. So, and actually, Ramon's intro was the countdown and then happy birthday. Yeah. So I saw you guys. I know what you're doing. And I have to give a shout out to a new follower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you read her name?
Fat smelly girl one.
Smelly girl one. Why? Why is that the name? I thought it said farts from here. Either way, hilarious.
It's awesome.
Finally hit 75K for a gift card. Today is a good day. Nice.
Yum on, yum on.
What you going to spend it on? You going to redeem it for the sale? Sales?
Channel points.
Sunday.
Sunday. Tracy is like the mom in the room, all like, y'all aren't funny. Y'all aren't funny. Yo, not funny.
Talk to me.
Are you participating in today's live?
What are you talking about? I'm
sitting
just,
there.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm just absorbing all the coolness on the
Greg
stream.
look shorter?
Because he is.
Because I am. Because I'm hunched over. Tracy's like, I'm just like, this is what I look like from the side. Hold on.
Don't touch me.
This is what I look like from the side.
Well, why do we care what you look like from the side?
That's why I'm like.
No one cares.
Hunched
no one.
over.
Not one person. Not one person was going, damn, I wonder what,
No,
how Greg is.
I'm fully recovered. I have zero pain. I'm ready to go.
Is there a B-Day friend with me today, or are you guys just psychic? Ooh, it is someone, a Sickly's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Chat is wilding.
Jason.
Oh, hey, yo.
Who?
Taysom,
Greg.
the artist.
The artist.
That we rated.
On Monday.
Oh, right on.
Does some amazing stuff, too. Did you see it?
Thanks.
He does for, what was it, Castle? What does he do, Ramon?
Castlevania.
Yes.
That
That's crazy.
was like my favorite video game as a kid.
Yeah? No one cares.
Just saying, man. For all you guys remember Castlevania, most of you probably don't. That's okay.
They're not that old.
Hey.
What are you, like 65?
Like 5.
No, that's true. That is true. Aronsky, let's release some glitters.
We're releasing already?
I don't know. It's something to do. Good afternoon from Germany, everyone. Ooh, welcome. Good question. I wanted to know if it's an age limit to becoming a nail tech. I have my certificate, but never got my license.
I think you have to be, 18 years old to go to beauty school?
I just think she's asking if she's too old to do it.
No. What are you
Never.
talking about? Never too old.
Never too old.
No.
How old was your mom when she started this business?
49.
How old was when your mom started her second business?
78.
Never too old. Never too old. So go for it. That would be awesome. What are you waiting for? Sure. Why not? Let's do it.
All right. We are releasing, guys. We're releasing the Glitter Chef inspiration.
Push the
mixes.
buttons.
Start pushing buttons.
Buttons.
And they are now released. Go for it.
Nice. Ramonski, can you go up in the feed real quick?
Feed. Going up.
Let's see what we got.
What was that? Oh, Tracy. Oh, Tracy, I actually have a very good question for you. I'm going to be doing a detailed set of nails this weekend for someone who wants a hummingbird. Oh, they want it hand painted. Oh, on her nails. And I'm curious if I can't paint a hummingbird design or some type of material ahead of time, then later attach it.
You should sculpt a hummingbird out of stone and then mount it on the nail. And then put a chirping chip inside. And so when the person is walking around, keep hitting that button. It's like.
Oh, wait. So a hummingbird makes that. I don't remember.
I don't remember that. Shell's nails. I don't think. I mean, the only thing I can think of is if you had like a decal, or if you were going to still you can't do it ahead. Like only thing I can think of is like, can you do the nail art ahead of time? She wants a hummingbird on her nail, but she's wanting to kind of do it pre-design. But or if you're going to do a full cover tip, you could pre-design the full cover and then apply it. That's the only way I could think of.
Yeah.
Tracy and Habib, thank you for rating. Kasem. Sorry, I can't see. You're welcome. It was very cool. Let's see, and this is Greg.
I'm the cool one. The dumb one's not here.
Habib's not here. The interesting one's not here today.
The interesting one, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'd say the same thing if he was here too. So we gotta play you guys against each other. Reverse stamping would work for the hummingbird. There you go. It's still got to do it there, but stamping would work. I've forgotten about stamping. We should do another stamping plate. What do you think? Why not?
We should bring back the 8-track recorder, bro.
Did we bring back airbrushing? When you brought back stamping, that had been done.
Yeah,
You didn't invent stamping.
There's so many new products that we're going to be launching that
It's just like a one and done kind of special edition.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Might be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? You can just knead like saran wrap and then carefully paint it with gel. You can peel it off after it's cured. It takes a bit, but you can do that. So they're saying you can paint it out on saran wrap and just basically you're using it as a decal at that point. Gotta be very, very careful with it at that point though. Decals are easy. I love decals. I think they're easy to do. It's nice. Question, does Mission Control / cream clay dry with a sticky layer? Does Mission Control or cream clay?
Mission Control does not. Cream clays do. But they could be used together. So, I mean, the advantage of using Mission Control is that if you were going to use a pigment on the surface, like a chrome, it's amazing how well it sticks to it. The advantage of having the dispersion layers, you could glitter press, but all the layers stick really well to each other, so they're all interchangeable. It's pretty awesome.
I did see a question, and it was a good question, and it totally went out of my brain. Oh, Ramon, they're wanting to know, do bots enter the raffle?
No.
Nope, just you guys. Just you.
No, bots do not enter the raffle.
No.
Do we have any mixes?
Or else a bot would have won by now.
That's true.
Yes, we have all the mixes, so we can do them. Ready? The first one's cool. I like the first mix.
Let's do it.
All right, so the first mix goes to the Golden Guard 13. And they are requesting, yes, my inspiration is St. Anthony High School in Long Beach, California, the logo.
Let's
It's
go.
the purple and white logo. And here
St. Anthony
is
Long
the logo.
Beach. Right on,
I
right
gotta get my
on.
camera.
Is it a co-ed school?
Where's the logo?
Right there.
Let's see. I think
It's a shield. Purple
And
and white.
It's just purple and white?
it is.
Okay. Cool. And then there was a question. How do you keep nails from lifting from the free edge, G?
So usually separation happens because the natural nail is dry and brittle. So I would oil the free edge with a good cuticle oil on a regular basis, and that'll prevent it from separating. If it is separating, then use an under the nail cleaner and then remove that separation without having to remove the free edge in the nail. As long as you guys are oiling it on a regular basis, you should grow back attached. Stay nice and tight.
Want to do some shout outs?
Let's go. What we got?
Okay, hold on. I'm not even there yet.
God, Ramon.
There, read that one there.
Just got home to Abu Dhabi from Dubai in time for the live. Let's friggin' go.
All right, here we go.
Been to Dubai. What a great country.
That was beautiful.
Beachy One cheered for 100. Thank you so much. Genly 1088 cheered for 3. Appreciate that. Ross 2229 resubscribed to Prime. They've been subscribed for 6 months. Appreciate that. Delia's Nails resubscribed for a month. Delilah's Nails. Thanks, Ramon, for correcting me. I appreciate that. I love young nails in this community. I'm so happy to be here. Salo resubscribed for a month. They resubscribed for 13. Let's go. Knick Knack 253. Uni 1. Cheered for 10. Dude, thanks again for correcting me. Aries JS85 cheered 1 bit. Tal 789 just followed us. Thank you. Aries JS85 cheered 1 more bit. Thank you. Aries JS85 cheered 5 more. Look at that. Baby DEO2 resubscribed with Prime. They've been subscribed for 5 months. Appreciate that. Was trying to nail it. Resubscribed for Prime. They've been for 11 months. Appreciate that. Laura Lou 64 resubscribed with Prime. They've been here for 17 months. Happy hump day, everybody. Amen. Beat you 1 for 100. Appreciate that. Jesse 6162008 for 1. Appreciate that. Again, Jesse 6162008 cheered for 11. Party 11. Mary's Nails 72 LV resubscriber Prime. They've been here for 7 months. Thank you so much. Madam Moody Nails resubscribed for a month. They've been here for 7. Hey, everybody. Bezzy backed. Cheer for 200. Appreciate that. Joe Furches for 10. Appreciate that. High Roller Nails resubscribed for Prime. They've been here for 7 months. Love my Young Nails family. We love you. Catherine Ramp 70 11. Thank you so much. Nails by Matilda. Cheer for 5. Thank you. Catherine again for another 11. I appreciate that. The Hiss Blonde for 10. Appreciate that. Jen Sparkle Nails. Cheer for 10. Appreciate that. Boho Bells for 100. Thank you. Sherry's Place. Resubscribe for a month at Tier 1.
Cheryl's Place.
Okay. Thanks again for the correction. JS710 resubscribed for 1 month at Tier 1. They've been here for 11, almost a year with this wonderful community. We love you. Thank you so much. It's Bridge 25 resubscribed for Prime. They've been here for 5. That's awesome. Diva Staps resubscribed for Prime. They've been here for 8. Amazing. Mary Lou 143 resubscribed for 1 month at Tier 1. They've been here for 8. Crazy Cat Lady has been here. Oh, actually, she just cheered 25. Appreciate that. Shelled Nails cheered 1. Another 10. Appreciate that. Fire Nails by Jules. Resubscribe for Prime. They've been here for 8. And My Time, $25.99. Resubscribe for a month. They've been here for 4. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, thanks.
Swear.
Hello.
Back. Hello. With fiber gel, do you have to put more gel on top, or can you put gel polish?
Gel polish. My mom wears fiber gel.
No
as
one
the
cares.
base, and then I put gel polish over the top.
Yeah.
Greg sounds sad today. No, I don't. I feel absolutely amazing.
Where's all the energy, G?
Oh no, I'm just.
LFG.
I don't like.
You know, the G stands for Greg.
Yeah.
LFG.
Let's
Yeah,
freaking.
That's
Greg.
freaking. That doesn't sound.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Freaking
No.
Greg. Yeah. No. Let's not freaking Greg. Okay.
LFGG.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Dude, it rained. I don't know if you guys
Dude, you
live
said you
here
flooded?
in Southern California, but it rained so hard last night. It was nerve-wracking. Like,
Oh, were you scared?
oh no, dude, it was. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw my post. It was like the only time I've actually seen it rain that hard the last time is when I was in Hawaii. Like,
Oh, like a tropical
like
rain.
a tropical,
Pour.
just pouring so hard that like you're completely soaked within 15 seconds of standing outside. Dude, it was
Don't go
coming
outside.
down so gnarly last night.
It was bad. You're a little flooded. You said in the
Yeah,
back.
no, my whole right side of my backyard is completely flooded. It's amazing. I like went out and I started slurping water on.
Oh, was thirsty.
I was really thirsty.
My gosh. Good
You know,
thing.
yeah.
Yes, let's.
Here we go.
Then he can keep going.
Wild nails.
So glad to be here today. You guys always make me feel better. I was in the hospital, literally killed my brother. He was, your brother was in the hospital. He was in congestive heart failure,
Oh,
and they
no.
checked and gave him, I hope he's okay. They gave him muscle relaxer instead of a water pill, and he was dead 30 minutes
Oh,
later. Oh, God.
I'm
Jeez.
so sorry
I am-
for your loss. That's awful.
I am, my prayers are with you and your family.
So they were supposed to give him a water pill, and oh, that's terrible.
Dude,
I'm really sorry to hear that.
I am.
Well, I hope we can
cheer you up.
cheer you up a little bit. I know
Thoughts
it's
are
probably
with
not
you and
possible,
your
but
family.
that's sad.
Please send a shout out to South Africa Nail Techs. Hey, South Africa.
What's
up? No, we do distribute there. There
Yes,
is a new
amazing new
There
distributor.
is a new distributor there.
Carries
So,
the product.
yeah, there's obviously a transitioning that's taking place.
Actually, they're
and,
pretty loaded already.
yeah,
They're
they are
ready
pretty
to go.
loaded,
They're
so-
they get on here a lot. They might.
Yeah, so, again, for those of you guys out in South Africa that need product, there is an amazing
Yep,
distributor
they're
out there.
starting their courses back up.
Correct.
Yeah, amazing. We're super excited.
Can I use a $25 gift card in the UK store?
No,
No.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately,
It's not
no.
set up that way.
With international, there are distributors. They distribute our product there. However, they're still a separate entity. They don't. They're not like a warehouse for us. They are. They purchase the products and they're authorized to sell it. But question: who do we contact for distributing? That would be typically Shane at youngnails.com. At this time, we're really not looking for people, but you never know. So
Shell, you're asking me, do you foresee any of the gel polish colors going out of stock due to the sale? That's, you need to ask.
any of the gel, probably, yeah.
need to ask Sparks
Could
here.
we- Sparks.
Possibility.
It's a nickname. There's always that possibility, yeah. Because sometimes we think we have plenty of stock, and what happens is a random color goes crazy, and we're like, oh crap, I mean, it would probably be not on a lot of colors, but there could be a few colors that can happen to.
Yeah, Marina
sure.
Medina, appreciate your love.
With it being 50% off.
How do I stop getting acrylic stuck in my brush?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah, so
you wanna show?
you have to, it's really important. Channel points.
Have I gotten bonus points yet?
So, perfect example. This is Cover Pink. Do you have any monomer?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to notice.
Right there.
Oh, appreciate that. You have another wipe. Okay, so what you're, if you're just getting into doing nails, you have to remember that first of all, in order to pick up a nice bead, you have to make sure that the brush is loaded. That way, when you lightly touch on one side, you're going to pull down at a 45-degree angle and kind of bounce inside the powder so that you get a nice, fluffy, even bead on one side of the brush. That way, when you set it to the surface, it's going to release without sticking. Now, you notice I immediately wipe my brush. So, if you're, again, doing something like this, if you're picking it up and then swirling it around and then like water skiing across the surface, and then you have this booger on the end of the brush that's like half dry and half nasty, and then you're going to have this really difficult time releasing the product, right? If it's going to be very difficult for you to release, right, then you're going to notice that acrylic gets jammed up inside the brush. You have to constantly be wiping it in order to keep your brush clean. And not only that, when I'm not using it, I'm resting it inside my dish just like this. But the true key is getting the right consistency, submersing, tapping, again, using one side of the tip to pull down and bounce into the surface. You can see I have a medium-sized bead. Excuse me. Even if I was to wait, again, up to, I'd say 5 or 6 seconds, you're going to notice even when I release it, look how nice it comes off. Slow rolling, self-leveling, perfect consistency. If you were to have a lot of liquid and do the same thing and go immediately to the finger, it's not only going to release a lot faster, but you're going to see the product move a lot quicker. So the key is constantly wiping. And look, even if I was to touch the surface and maybe pull, if I have a little bit of acrylic on the side, I'm constantly wiping. If I get this down, I'm wiping. If I'm pulling through, I'm wiping. If I'm touching the surface and pulling through, wiping, wiping, wiping. Constantly wiping my brush as I work, and then I'm leaving my brush inside my dish in order to keep it clean. You have to constantly, you literally have to constantly be wiping your brush as you work, but you also have to be able to pick it up so that it releases from your brush without sticking to your brush.
Nice. I saw someone asking which manicure is purple. We have several. So you got
My favorite color is, what's it called?
Wild Fig?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wild Fig's beautiful. Bromance is a gorgeous one, and then one of my Bro. And then one of my new favorites is Dad Joke. That is a really pretty purple. So try those out. We got the mix.
New rap from Greg. Put it on, wipe it, pick it up, wipe it.
Sounds like you're using the restroom.
I mean, seriously.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that is, it's funny because he's called me yesterday and he's putting together kind of a graphical picture display of, 5 tips that I would suggest everybody does when they're, working with acrylic in application. And when it comes to, the most important is, first of all, you have to have good balance, right? And what I mean by that is if you're holding your brush, as you can see right here, I don't hold my brush like this. You see this? I don't hold it way out here. I literally am holding it so that it's resting in the crease of my hand. Can we get this shot right here, Ramon? As you can see, it's resting in the crease of my hand. That way, I'm actually able, right, to work it. So, I understand that there's people that might use all 4 fingers, but you need, again, these 3 right here. For those of you guys that have long nails, it's probably going to be more like this, right, in between your fingers. But you need something where you're able to use one of your fingers as a fulcrum. It has to be a balancing point, right? So one way to be able to practice is not even holding it, just keeping your hand out and then using your finger. So this is really important, is understanding balance with your brush. When you have balance with your brush, that leads to being able to maybe balance. As you can see, I'm using my finger to balance on the side of the jar to bounce in the powder to pick it up. Boom, right? And then again, if you have that great consistency, then when you go to, watch this, I'm balancing. When I go to release it, I'm able to do that without shaking. So if I'm able to apply this, right, and move without shaking, then I'm able to control the product through proper patting and proper pulling. These are keys. The consistency is important because when you're touching, when you guys are working the cuticle area, the biggest mistake that a lot of beginners make when they're applying the cuticle area is they do this. They end up taking the product, they keep the finger too flat, they end up picking up, say you're successful at picking up, but what you end up doing is this. You end up setting it down and pushing it out like this and creating a mushroom cloud.
Ah,
So-
South Africa. See? The distributor's here. Whoever was asking.
Yeah.
This is our distributor.
Perfect.
Right there.
All right, so, if you're keeping the finger too flat, then everything is going to run this way. That's not what you want to be able to do. You have to be able to hold the finger down at the proper angle, 45 degrees. It's almost the same thing. You're holding it down towards the towel, maybe at a 45-degree angle. Watch this. If you're successfully able to balance your brush, you're able to balance by picking this up, and watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I release. Look at the space I have in between. This is enough space where I'm actually, look at this. 1, 2, I'm just barely 3, 4. Dude, cuticle's done. I don't have to do anything more than that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, right? This is creating a skate ramp. Like, we're not trying to create a skate ramp.
I really want to hit your arm right now.
Dude, get out of here.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up.
These fundamentals are really going to set you up for success when you're learning how to do acrylic.
No one cares. Dumb ways to die. Do not agree. Why? Why do you guys think I abuse Greg? He literally grabbed my hand and hurt my finger this morning.
Nah, dude. You know what this is what she did to me. She went like this. Like with a giant, like this is what it was.
It was not.
It was this.
I did not do that.
You dude.
I did that with my finger, not with a brush.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what do you think happened?
Because you were getting smart towards me, and
You
I
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
like
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Look, dude, everyone
Thank you.
agrees.
Greg is the real culprit.
Everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody agrees.
Ay. Ramonski, give me another mix, and then we're going to ask some more nail questions because Greg is in teacher mode today, and we're going to use and abuse it.
All right, here we go. Kelly nailed it. They are requesting a mix that is vibrant peace rose. Vibrant peace rose. Peace rose.
Peace?
That's how it's
Rose.
written.
Okay.
Unless she wants to clarify. You want to clarify, Kelly nailed it? Is it supposed to be peace? Like peace?
Like what my thoughts of peace rose would be? Or maybe that's a particular thing. Let me look it
Maybe.
up.
There is
Greg.
a peace rose, yeah. There is a peace
Okay,
rose.
I'll look it up. How, using gel tips, so like the full covers, how do you make them look more sculpted?
How do you make them look more sculpted?
Like, how can you make them look a little more like you sculpted them? That's the question. Or did they look pretty sculpted already?
They're already pre-shaped really well. It depends on the finger. I mean, some of the tips might not be conducive to the shape of their own natural nail. But, if you're working with any of these full well tips, right, for example, the almond ones. Kara, can you do me a favor and grab me that light that I was charging right there?
What light?
Quiet time.
No. you if you're.
So this is the key, because when you're mounting these tips, fiber gel is going to stick extremely well to everything. Fiber gel is like the magic product, not just with full well tips, but obviously for those of you guys that have tremendous amount of success with it. So what I like to do, just to show you guys when mounting these, Tracy showed me this trick. Like if you take the product and you literally apply a nice healthy amount to the back end, right? And again, this is pre-prepped. Follow the instructions that we have on YouTube. It'll show you guys how to perform the application with success. But what you want to be able to do is, we're going to turn the light on first, right? And then what I'll do is I will mount the tip, and then I will come underneath the light, right? So this is going to push out any bubbles. This is really the way that you want to be able, so you can see, right? This is the way you're going to be able to mount the tips with success. And again, you have to make sure that you're going through all the proper channels of preparation, application, and then the advantage that obviously I feel with using these tips is that you can apply you could add strength to it by applying more gel over the surface, doing design work. Like Tracy said earlier, if you want to pre-design some of the designs and then you sculpt out a full set, then you could actually take one of these tips and then mount them on, because they're pre-shaped, like you could see, like from the side profile.
They're nice.
Like they're beautiful. Like the side walls are all the way out here. And the best part about it, these were the first series of tips that we actually launched. We've got a ton of new styles that we're going to be bringing out next year. We got a lot of stuff. It's going to be fun. We got
hopefully this year.
Yeah, hopefully this year. We got new tips, new shapes, new design. We got a ton of stuff. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But this light really does make all the difference, especially when you're working with trying to get it on, because you're not trying to get it in front of the light. You're not trying to hold anything. All you got to do is just push it. It turns on, and then you can just get underneath. It makes it really, really easy.
I like it. Okay, so let's go into the mix.
All right, here
This
we
is
go.
Kelly nailed it.
Yeah, Kelly nailed it. Here we go.
Is there
Wild
another type of airbrush
nails,
paint you guys would
There's
suggest?
music playing right now.
Oh.
I think we have to tell him that almost
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
If you see him dancing on the screen, there is music playing.
Thanks.
Go for it.
Appreciate it.
Let me show you guys what the piece rose looks like.
Thanks.
Thanks.
There's another type of airbrush paint that you guys would suggest. I can only find Testor's Aztec in the primary colors, and from small Amazon shops I like some neon colors.
Oh, that's too bad, because Aztec has the best neons.
They
if you can
do.
find them.
It's
If you can
just-
find them,
It's
it is
super
the best.
hard. It's not a lot of.
I would look for. I mean, Badger is a great paint. It's just a little watery for my liking, but
Yeah.
There used to be a paint called Creatix. I don't know.
Oh,
if you remember that.
Creatix was
that
good.
too.
That was very similar to Aztec.
Yeah. It was-
Thanks.
Yeah, the reason I like Aztec so much is because of the consistency. Because some of them are just very, very watery. But yeah, and there's probably a lot more companies out there anymore that I don't know about. But yeah,
I mean, you can use any acrylic. They also have paint thinners if you wanted to just water it, kind of
Water it down.
but just thin it down.
You have to thin it,
so
yeah.
So it works really well.
and you can always. I mean, you're not going to get neons, but don't forget all those primaries. You can mix a lot of colors. Just get empty plastic little bottles with nozzles and make different colors.
Desi Girl 42 says, I have been having problems with them breaking in half. I've done exactly what the application process says, Greg. What's
Are you
breaking?
putting anything on top of them?
Yeah, like what's breaking in half? Like if you're just mounting a tip on, you have a thin application, right? There's, again, you have a structure, but what are you putting over the surface to reinforce that structure so they don't crack? everyone says,
Calm
well, I've
down.
gone
Jeez.
I've gone through the process. I've done my acrylic nails, and my acrylic nails are, I've done everything you said. My acrylic nails are cracking as well. Wow, dude, that's amazing.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You always thanks.
Reinforcing.
You want to put like gel polish over the top. If you're not going to do gel polish, then put another coat of fiber gel.
Yeah.
You got to, otherwise they bend. You know, so
Correct.
you want, and then you got to remember, it's plastic.
Yes.
This is plastic, and so therefore, if you're in stuff, acetone and stuff like that, that's going to weaken it. That's why I never like to wear tips. I like to sculpt because my hands are always in something that's
Yeah.
kind of removing the tip. Let's see. Ooh, this is pretty.
Wow, that's really
But I'm going to pinken it up a little bit, and then we're going to add, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Thanks. Okay, what else we got, G?
My God.
Removing lifting from builder gel. Is there a video? I was reading a little different. It's a little different than removing lifting from acrylic. Not really.
It's the same thing. You have to cut behind the lifted area. So if you're,
Oh, I'm not doing so well in the garbage
have a-
pile.
you have
Here,
a
let me
pen?
fix this.
yeah. You have a pen. Okay, so if you're like, it doesn't matter where the lifting is, but let's say you have a little bit of lift right here. It doesn't matter if it's gel, it doesn't matter if it's acrylic. You have to perforate, you have to cut behind the lifted area. So if this was the back end of the nail and this area was lifted, you have to use your safety bit or your X-cut or whatever to basically, you have to be able to cut out a well close to the natural nail so this flicks off. It doesn't matter what it is. Gel's actually way easier to do than acrylic because it's super soft.
Yeah, just a lighter touch,
Just a
right?
lighter
It's just a lighter
touch.
touch. So
Yeah, but
that's why I like taking my old acrylic bits and downgrading them for using on gel because
Totally.
it's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because when I was taught to remove lifting when I was in school, I was told to do it with a hand file. That's a shyster method that doesn't work. You cannot remove lifting with a hand file. You cannot rip them off the back end with a cuticle nipper. You have to
Yeah, don't touch.
remove lifting by cutting behind the lifted area. As soon as you get close, then it'll flick off without doing any damage and without leaving any fill lines. That is how you do it. We have videos on that as well.
Nice. But I just needed a tip on how not to have them break in half because I still prepped them as I was doing nails. Good. And I wasn't sure about the fiber gel, but thank you for the tip. Awesome. Yeah, that should help. Because I've tried to do it without putting anything on top too, just because, you know, I'm just like lazy. And it didn't work so well.
Someone's like, do you think you could show us application with fiber gel in the pot versus fiber gel in the bottle?
It's the same.
It's the exact same thing. The only difference when you're working with it in the, I feel that everybody that wanted and everyone who loves it in a jar, you have to remember that.
Hold it before you go to that. Kelly, here's your mix. Hope you like it.
Sick. I love the bottle. We developed it in the bottle because it's just easy. You don't have to, again, but you know, we have a lot of people that actually build with fiber gel. It is strong enough to be able to sculpt out as well. But again, if you're using a brush, you want to be able to pull through the surface, get a nice even amount on one side of your brush. What I like to do
Bonus
is,
points!
again,
Thank
is
you.
just set this down to the back end and pull it, right? You can see kind of leaves a tooth. And then what you're going to be able to do is just work a nice even amount from cuticle to free edge with that thickness, right? And it'll self-level into perfection. That's all you do. And then again, if you're building volume, the nice thing about doing this is you can see that I can get a nice healthy amount, and if I needed to, again, kind of float, right? If I needed to kind of reinforce an area that was maybe too thin, I can float over the surface using my gel brush and then getting it from cuticle to free edge without any issues at all. So advantage of brush is you have control over trying to create volume. You could do the same thing with this. The only advantage, again, is personal preference.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it
I would
comes
probably
down
have
to.
both for whatever I
agree.
was doing that
I
day.
totally agree. Because for me to be able to sculpt out a tip on a form, if I was going to build out a small free edge, I'd probably love to use my brush out of the pot, because then I could get it to the edge. And what I mean by that, for those of you guys that understand, like if you wanted to build length, if someone was missing length and you wanted to create a little bit of length, do you have a toenail clipper?
I think I don't.
Okay,
Here,
so
this might work here. These are pretty.
Oh, no, it's okay. No, I'll show you. It doesn't matter. I'll show you right here. I'll just put it on.
It matters. It really does.
If I was taking my form, if I was going to take my form, again, place this underneath, go ahead and pre-pinch the free edge, create that handle, open up the arms, right? And then I was going to come in, just again, you can see I'm going to be able to mount this. So, let's say I just wanted to create a little bit of length right there. The advantage of actually using my brush is if I'm able to grab it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this right to the tip, and I bounce this, right? I bounce, and I connect. Bounce, connect, right? So you can see I've already been able to establish a really, really nice side. Then all I'm gonna do is use, again, a little tight floating method. You can see, again, if I have attachment, and then I have that, like, you see that little tiny string, right? You're using that to get it as tight to the sides as you possibly can. And then once you actually have that, then you're going to freeze it. Like if I was just to get this under the light, just to freeze that, I'm just going to use this light as a quick way just to show you.
The Pro Gel sculptor brush and had no idea that the end comes off as a cap.
Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Correct. Right. So, being able to use your brush to build a little bit of volume, you can see that just with the exposure underneath the light, if I was to use this, and again, like, there's a huge difference between this light and using a regular, is there a
Want a big one?
No, is there a magic wand right there?
Yeah.
So
I have OG.
Yeah, so I could slide this. You can see is like if I'm separating it, right? If I'm using this to kind of break this apart, then you can see that I'm actually able to create a little bit of a ledge, right? And flush to the natural nail.
What would you say the fiber gel's consistency of maybe flex? Or somewhere between flex and build?
Yeah, it's like in between.
Something
it's
like
thin.
that,
Yeah.
It's
It's
thinner.
very self-leveling. It's nice because when you apply it onto the natural nail, it self-levels perfect. Creates a really, really nice thin shell on the surface.
Someone is asking if you can use any of the hard gels to bond the full covers. You know what I really like?
So
I've used the concealer pink and peach base. And it works really well.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, you can. You're going to get the most success though with fiber gel. Like it's a guarantee that they're gonna bond really, really well to these tips and everything that's out there right now.
Key is to prep the inside.
Yeah, so
If you don't prep the inside, it's gonna pop.
It's exactly correct. They don't like shiny.
No. For my birthday glitter mix, I would like a chunky, all-size mix, including Mylars and Dimension Neon, Orange, Peach, with a little pink. Tracy special. Thank you. Are we doing that?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't see you on the list. I'm sorry.
I'm
By
sorry.
Lady B. But make sure you come back tomorrow.
I would love
When we
to.
release some more glitter, so you can try to get it. That way you can redeem that for sure.
Let's see. What do we got?
Yeah, any tip will pop off if it's not prepped well. Like that, it's one of those things.
I got my package from YN today, and even the tape is with glitters. Did it spill, or is it just there's glitter all over this place?
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard. Let's see, Tracy. Do I think that we will be getting any more Mylar colors? Oh, let's see, Tracy. Do you think we're getting any more Mylar colors? You never know. I would like some more, so there's a good possibility. I don't think I've launched or I have to double check. I don't think we've launched all the glitters that were brought in. I still
no,
got more
sorry.
glitters to launch. And some of those may be Mylars, and I don't know.
Does fiber gel need to be filed off to be removed? Look, everything should be filed off to be removed. If you're depending on acetone, it's...
It does soak off,
It
though.
does. It definitely softens it and makes it a lot easier, but you're going to, like, I don't care. So here, let's just break this down. All gel polishes or gels that soak off really, really easy, they don't last a long time. Gels that don't soak off easy and still have a tendency to soak, have a tendency to last a lot longer on the natural nail. You have to be able to build tremendous maintenance skills with your electric file. You have to be able to remove the product without doing damage to the natural nail. You have to be able to remove product without the client going,
Oh, I like it when they do that, though.
Yeah, dude, like, it's only if they're late. But you literally have to be able to use the right technique so that you could get it down to a thin shell. Even with acrylic, I mean, if someone wanted, if I had colored acrylic on the natural nail, I'm not gonna dig it off the natural nail with my bit. I'd probably clip off the edge. I would file down a majority of the product where it's a thin shell, and then if I had to soak off that remaining balance on the natural nail, because it's an EMA-based product, it's gonna soak off really easy. If it's only a thin amount of acrylic on the natural nail, it would only take about 15 minutes for the acrylic to come off. It doesn't take a long time. But again, you have to put yourself in that position so that you're not spending 30 to 40 minutes doing it.
Can you go up real quick, Ramon?
Yep.
Let's see. There was a question. In California, is it illegal to dip fingers into slick pour? I've seen creators in the States doing it and using a fluffy brush in the salon to wipe it off. It actually is in California. In fact, in California, you can't work straight out of the jar of anything. Your gels, your acrylics, you're not supposed to work out of the jar. You're supposed to pour, if it's gel, you're supposed to put it on a tile or a little jar that's going to be disposed.
Yeah, California is dumb.
They're excessive. So, yes, according to state board, you are not to be putting fingers in the jar.
Yeah.
That's why we always were, when we came out with slick pour, is why dip when you can pour?
It's funny. There's like eight officers, right, that enforce policy for
I think it's 11.
for literally 500,000 licensed
Nail techs?
cosmetologists and nail techs.
yeah.
I mean, nail techs doesn't make
Any
anyways,
sense.
you
You
get me
don't go
going,
there.
dude.
Don't get on there.
I get fired up.
Gee, can you hand me the Mylar portion of that?
This.
No, the in the clear acrylic thing, just the shelf that's Mylar. So guys, with Mylar, because someone's saying they hate how it sticks together, I always take
Excuse
Mylar. If you take the Mylar and you run it through your fingers like this onto a palette or your glass, see how it completely separates it? So that's one way to get them, if they're sticking together, it separates them. And it looks cool. Top 5 Mylars. Let's see. My top 5 favorite Mylars would be Blueberry is my old favorite. Wedding Rumors is like my top right now. I love this Mylar. It's amazing. It's a little finer than the usual Mylar, and it's just got a pretty soft gold glow to it. It's so pretty. Raspberry, definitely a fave. Whodunit, orange, of course. What else? Let me think. Can't think. Oh, lime. Love lime. Lime, I know it kind of sounds weird, but it gives an amazing glow to everything. Favorite Mylars, G?
Probably Blueberry.
Yeah.
I like the blues and green.
Standard.
Yeah, the blue and greens for me are pretty awesome. The strawberry Mylar is pretty awesome as well.
Tracy, you use base to mount full covers? I just got YM base and clear sculptor gel. Yeah, I use the base. I use the concealer pink sometimes, or I've tried it with pink and peach. Works amazing. Love it. But again, remember you got to put something over the top. But to adhere it, yep. Always appreciate some more lessons on e-file gel removal. We'll definitely.
Yeah, look.
Before you get started, can I get the next mix?
Next mix. Next one's for Beachy One.
Yep.
And they are requesting. Let's see here. Oh, this was okay. So this is an image on Twitch. Let me get it for you.
Okie dokie.
Give me 1 second. There it is. So the inspo is this. Let me put it on screen for you. Wait, can I put this on screen?
What is it?
I'm just double checking. I'm just reading before I put it on here. Okay, cool.
What is it? What is it? Ooh.
There we go.
I'm busy. Thank you.
So,
Which one's that? Oh.
the inspo for this glitter is this. No shapes like hearts and stars, please, and thank you. Lots of iridescent and hollow, please.
No shapes.
No shapes.
Like hearts and
Yeah,
stars.
so none of those.
Okay,
Just lots of iridescents and hollows.
got it. Okay, I'm curing Greg's hand, and then I'll get on that. Will you guys ever make a wish list feature for the YN store? Ramonski.
We're working on it. Yeah, it's gonna take some time because there's other things that we have to do first before we even hit that.
Ramonski, go back up. Oh, okay. I
That
thought
was it.
they perfect. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, we are working on it though. Unfortunately, there's just other things that have to be done first before we can even do that.
Have it? There you go. What you doing?
Do you have a gel polish color right there?
Yep. Please hold.
I want to show. I'm gonna put something on the nail, and then I'll show you guys what steps you need to do to remove it.
I'm trying to not mess up the lighting.
Lighting.
I'll just go to it. It's fine. So what I'm doing is I'm applying, I put fiber gel on the bottom, and then I'm just going to apply some go time over the surface. That way I don't have to apply a top coat. I just want to be able to show you guys removal. For those of you who struggle working with an electric file, I feel everybody who's coming out to OWC, one of the things that you're going to learn how to do that is really going to separate you from the rest is how to use your electric file really, really well, because you will be working with it constantly. Actually, the whole entire time. It's it is definitely, you know, our specialty. We've always taught people how to use the electric file really, really well. That's what separates nail ninjas from just, you know, an average nail tech is your skills as a nail tech who could use it. And that means being able to prep, being able to finish, being able to remove, reapply, being able to cut out lifting, being able to do all the wonderful things that you need without doing damage to the natural nail. Okay, so like this is fully cured and again set. Is there a safety bit right there? Oh, there's no electric file on this station, so I'll just kind of bring it over here to Tracy's side real fast. You're going to notice that, whoa, okay, great. I'm gonna just kind of reach over and trace. It's all good. I just want to be able to show you guys. So if I turn my electric file on to about like 9,000 RPMs, you're going to notice that. Okay, so here's Tracy. So
Get the glitter. You're good.
No, I covered it. So, like, this is the thing. This motion right here, right? You're not digging it's a feathering motion, right? So I need to be using this feathering motion to remove. So if I was to lightly kind of feather through the center, just tickling this, you can already start to see the color wear off, right? That's only one coat, but for those of you guys that are learning how to do this, try to remove one layer from the surface by lightly feathering this away, right? So, and then you'll notice again that if I was working around this edge, I'm putting very light motion, tickle, 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 you can see, right? And once I break through, then I can work kind of in one direction this way, I could work one direction this way, but you have to be able to use this light feathering motion in order to get the product off without, again, creating a tremendous amount of heat. That's what's important.
Nice.
It's all about balance with your handpiece. It's using that light feathering motion while you're working. Don't go side to side. I'm sure you have heard certain people say it's okay. Dude, do not go side to side. The only ones that go side to side are people who have tremendous balancing skills with their handpiece and do not slip. But if you're learning how to use this machinery, you have to remember that the only way to prevent you from slipping off the edge, you have to work in one direction, meaning you want to be able to pull towards yourself. So, like, again, I'm standing back here and I'm showing you, but this was the natural nail. If you're working like this is what ends up happening. The barrel slips around. If this is your barrel, if you're working this way, and again, I'm not saying just work in this direction, but if you were literally going to go, I'm just going to file this way, dude, there's no way that barrel will ever kick back. It'll always remove bulk. And for those of you guys that are learning and you want to be able to take it down, if you don't understand the I-formation roadmap, then it's really a matter of like learning how to reduce thickness off the free edge and the cuticle area. And if you're comfortable doing that, then you could use your hand file to really kind of balance everything in. But we want you guys to take it a step farther, learn how to file your upper arch in, learn how to use your electric file to reduce thickness. And that way, when it gets to hand filing, you're not spending 20 minutes doing it, you're spending 5.
Someone says, so loud and he's feet away from the mic.
Dude.
Totally. My mom and I take theory test on the 24th and our practical test on the 28th. Awesome, lizard breath. You got this. It's going to be amazing. It's her name.
I love it.
Okay, let's do this mix.
We ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Inks, inks, it's wild nails. Inks, inks.
The last mix. Can I get that?
Oh.
I think you need to sign it.
Yeah, so I've been using an e-file for 26 years, and I tried holding the finger. Again, I'm not saying that you have to use a over grip position to file. If you're already stable and balanced and using something, it's kind of hard to switch horses in the middle of the stream. What I'm saying is you have to make sure when you're learning the process that if you don't want pressure in your hands, you have to be able to go back and forth. And the overgrip position is the only way you're going to be able to take pressure off of your hands so that you don't lead to carpal tunnel syndrome.
I have carpal tunnel, and I have to do it overhand. And it took me a long time to get used to doing overhand because it was awkward
Just
at
have
first.
to have a class.
Greg, you're taking up Chef Tracy time. Joking.
Dude, you guys asked for this, man. You know when I get into this, when I step into this program, man, it's class time.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm teaching.
Did we do the music already?
Yes, we did.
Oh, sweet. Okay, this is what we're going for. Go. Let's do it. Okay, now you can go off. Whatever you want. Go for it. Go off, go off, go off. I had carpal tunnel surgery in both wrists It sucked no more. It sucked, but no more numbness. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Wrong one. What do I want to start with? Brain freeze. Okay. When Greg's in the chair, it's a wrap. Laugh. Let's see. Thank you. Is there anything about finding the best shape for my fingers? How do you find the best shape for someone's fingers, G?
What do you like?
That's not necessarily the best shape for someone's fingers.
That's not true. Like,
That
what
is
do
true.
you like?
It absolutely is true. What are you
I
talking about?
I can make any shape look great on your hands.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not
It
true.
is true.
It's not.
100%.
It's
so,
not. You can make the nails look good, but it doesn't mean that it's the best shape
So
for
what
their
do you
hands.
what do you like?
Well, I mean, and no offense to anyone, but if you have short, stubby nails or hands,
I'm still gonna make them look badass.
and you want short, square, I wouldn't recommend that for your hands because it's not going to look good.
Prove it, dude.
I'm just saying there are shapes that are better on different hands.
I've been proving it for. I've
Just
been
like
proving
me.
it for 30 years.
Almond or a stiletto looks way better on me than a square. It's fact. It's facts. Gee,
Quiet
it's
time.
fact. Oh, he knows he's beat when he says quiet time. It's just that's the truth. So
Look,
Duck nails, dude. I'll make duck. Dude, you want roll ducks, dude?
No, we
I'll,
do not
I
wanna
will-
roll
I'll
ducks.
slap some friggin' flappers on you.
you know what you could do. What I would recommend is do some, get some full cover tips, make them in different shapes, and put a couple on your hand and see what looks best on your hand. That would be cool. Tracy is correct. Tracy is always correct. The crowd goes wild.
Oh, no.
Challenge video.
Is it raining?
Yes, that is rain.
Is it pouring outside?
I don't know. I can't see.
Is it really? It sounds like it.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Oops, running out of room. Okay, let's see. Get the purple in there. Let's see what we got. Who looks good in square? There are some people that aren't too bad.
I rarely do square.
Here's our mixed prior.
It was the only thing I did for the longest time, too. Every demo I did at a trade show, probably 10 years straight, was mostly square.
You have
Square
your Greg's
and-
version of square. It's not a true square.
Square and pink and white. No, dude, what are you talking about? I've done both. I just figured I just like doing tapered dance. Excuse me.
I have a question regarding these raids. How do our points double? I did it yesterday, and then I don't know if you all left, but he went and raided someone else, and my points are not doubling. I had 8K, and I still do. Please explain, Ramonski.
Raids do not double your points. You only get 250 points per raid. And depending on who else raids, you're collecting also points on their channel, not on ours. So it doesn't roll back to us all the time. Only
right
the
back.
raid that we created will get you those points. That's it. So it does not double your points. If you want to double your points, I think it's a tier 3 sub. That doubles your points on anything you do on here.
Shut up, really?
Yeah, if you get tier 3. That's 25 a month. That's a lot.
That's a lot to double your points. I would almost do it, but what am I going to use the points on? Let's
One of
see.
Greg. Greg, and
So I
then,
can no-show?
And then no-show, exactly.
No show. Okay, I'm going to put a little more bling in it. She wanted hollows.
Yes, hollows.
Okay, I got to get some
No.
hollows out. When I come to OWC in April, can you all do a challenge on my short, chunky fingers? I would love to. I have bad news. I'm not going to be here. I'm sorry. Greg will be here. Melissa will be here. Johnny, Karen, the whole team will be here. I will not be here. I'm sorry. But let's have Greg do short squares on them and see what it looks like. And then we'll have Melissa do some almonds on them and see what they look like. Because the almonds are going to look better. let's see, never used anything else besides monomer to clean it, and it's starting to fray. Lily Pearl, your brush is starting to fray? How old is it? What type of brush? I mean, after years, they do start to like lose their bristles, but fray, it shouldn't fray unless it's being dried out in some form. Let me know. Wait, will you be there, T?
Wait, where will you be?
Costa Rica. I'm going to Costa Rica. I didn't realize it was the same time as the OWC. Though, guys, even at, let me get some hollows, but even when I am here, I used to teach kind of pretty much just with Melissa, Greg, and myself, and Melissa and I did a lot of the day, and which was fun. I had so much fun doing that. But it's just gotten to the point with running a lot of the business that I am not in the classroom a lot anyway. So it's not like I would have been there much. I would just be popping in to annoy you guys. So sorry. But I will think of you all while I'm in Costa Rica. Yeah, I finally just told Ray, don't worry about my schedule, because we used to like send me invitations and want me to make sure I'm here, and I was like, don't worry about it. Let's just book some classes, because I don't want to hold the people up. We can't even say hi and meet you. I will be here Friday, so I will be coming by the classroom. I just won't be here the whole week. I come back home Thursday, so I'll definitely be in office Friday, and I'll make sure to come by. When is the next glitter-a-thon? I'm aiming for glitter that is not Chef's Choice, although I love the ones I have. We're actually not going to do a glitter-a-thon this month, and the reason being is Greg and Habib are going to both be out of town. Karen is not going to be here, and it just was like, why force it? I know, part of the fun is having the whole game here and being able to swap, and Greg do his demos, and Habib, and so since it just wasn't possible, we're just gonna wait until the next week. So
Sorry about that.
how did you decide on Costa Rica? Any specific plans? We decided Costa Rica because we wanted to do something different than Mexico, because we've been doing all-inclusives in Mexico, and we're kind of like, oh, let's try something new. My son's been to Costa Rica. He absolutely loved it.
So everything I've heard about Costa Rica,
Yeah.
Costa Rica is so amazing.
You don't have to lie and tell us you'll miss us. I will miss you guys, because we will all know you won't, because you'll be having a blast, which I'm not mad about. Thank you. Okay, G, I'm going to let you take over. I got to get a few more colors because we need to hollow this up.
Question: the brush and the fiber gel is gunking up. Why does this happen?
Was it exposed to light?
Yeah. So if it's thick and hardening on the end of the brush, then probably is exposed to light. But if it's just thick, that's just the consistency of fiber gel. You just have to brush it out, and it becomes nice and smooth. I think it's only Flex on sale. What is that?
Oh, so I saw someone ask about if Core Clear was on sale too. So it is the Cover Pink acrylic that's buy one, get one free, whatever size. So if you get a 45 gram, you get another 45, 85, 660, and Flex. All sizes are BOGO too. But those are just the two gels. And then, well, I won't go into blowouts,
Yeah.
but
Can you use an acrylic brush for gel? No, you don't want to use that.
I wouldn't.
You don't want to use an acrylic brush for gel. It's way too long and way too flimsy. Call me crazy. I know you all said the consistency of fiber gel is the same in the bottles and the pot, but I found that to be thinner in the pot.
guys, it's exactly
the
comes
same.
from the same container. There is no difference. Absolutely no difference.
Exactly. You just have to remember when you're pulling it out of the bottle. So this is why you're seeing this. But when you pull it out of the bottle, you have to remember that you have that much hair. Like the surface area. Look at this. you have that much, right? Where when you are using a brush, it's a lot thinner and smaller. So the brush, again, is longer in the bottle, where the product here, again, you're using, again, a different type of brush. It's the identical consistency. Same product.
Let's see. I've emailed about your Middle East site not working at all. I'll have to look into that. I use a company called Shop and Ship to order from all over the world. It's a paid service. So here's the thing. We can't. So sometimes people will like use freight forwarders and things like that, and then we get a call from the freight forwarder. We're shipping to Florida, so we ship to Florida. We don't know it's a freight forwarder, and then we get a call from the customer and like, oh, you need to give this freight forwarder all this paperwork and DG. We do not pack for international shipping.
Correct.
It's a completely different method of shipping. There's BOLs and all kinds of paperwork that has to go with it that we do not do, because we're not allowed necessarily to ship into certain countries. That's why we have distributors. So you just have to be careful, when you're getting product that's dangerous good. That's why we'll ship glitters. That's no problem.
Yeah,
but we can't ship when we say dangerous goods, flammables.
Yes.
Liquids flammable, protein bonds flammable,
Paint, right?
polish, highly flammable.
Yeah, it's class 3 flammable
go.
liquid.
So
Not
just gotta be
affiliated
careful.
with the shipping, and I pay to use them, but I want you to now ship to UAE. Please take them off your site, as it does not look legit.
They are legit.
They are legit.
I'll check to see why their site isn't working.
Yeah.
We've been working with Ramin for a long time.
Correct.
I'm going to put a little more fuchsia in this. So I will check to see why the site isn't working.
We are definitely working. We have working with Amazon Japan, which is absolutely amazing. We are working on Mexico, so that's coming soon, hopefully. And then obviously the goal is to get it into other European countries like Germany, especially Germany, next year. These are all slow and tedious processes.
Well, Germany's not on the top of the list, but
Yeah.
that might be a while.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So again,
There we go.
trying to figure out a way to do that.
Yeah.
Are there any updates on the pedicure line? No. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge because it's, getting the right packaging, the right material, and when you're dealing with water-based products, trying to figure out the best way to preserve them without using too much preservatives, right? It's not easy. It's a process, and we have all these
And
amazing.
honestly, we just haven't found anything we like.
That is the truth. So, again, hopefully by this year or next year, we're going to be looking. We're going to be going to a few shows this year and working with a few different vendors and talking to a few suppliers that are going to be able to help us out. I feel that I'm sure we'll come across something.
Yeah, no doubt. It'll
Well,
happen. It just might not be
it's
this
just-
year.
It's just a matter of
It's
time.
not looking like this year, because wouldn't want to launch it past June. And
Why? So it says, why are the products in the UK store double the price of the USA? You have to remember, there's duties, taxes, there are transportation costs.
It's not cheap.
It's not.
Bonus
And
points.
When you add all those things up, it adds up. So it's obviously
Shipping itself is insane.
Yeah.
For them to get the product over there, so they have to include all those costs
Yeah,
into
and
the price.
unfortunately, what COVID, that the after effects of coming off COVID, I can't tell you guys how expensive everything has been.
Shipping like tripled.
Shipping tripled.
It's insane.
I mean, dude, you guys
Insane.
see it. Inflation is through the roof.
Yeah,
like
South
it's-
Africa, and exchange rates also adds to the price.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, they would all love to match our pricing.
It doesn't help that the pound is equivalent to the dollar right now. I mean, it's, we're coming off. We're in a we are in a recessive nature right now, right? I mean, it is technically. I'm not gonna say, but we are in a recession.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, all the federal banks are doing everything they can. Look, they're raising interest rates beyond belief, right? They're trying to slow the economies down the best they possibly can, and the only way to do that is when you raise interest rates, what ends up happening, right? Like, everything goes up. Everything goes up. Everything slows down. They're trying to. They don't want job growth. They want to slow that down.
So many people losing their jobs. Yeah,
it's crazy, dude.
Ramonski, question. Someone's saying that haven't been getting notifications for the last 2 weeks. Do you know why that would be, or is it just Twitch being Twitch?
It's Twitch being Twitch. You have to make sure your notifications are on. If they are on, go ahead and turn them off.
And they could join the Discord, right? We send a notice,
send them
or text community.
Text
Community
Actually,
also.
I was looking at that text community.
Sign up for the text community, or because we send out a notice prior to us logging in.
Go.
So try that.
See the number up on the screen? Go ahead and text that
there you
Twitch to that number, and it'll get you. We send out text right before we go live.
And sometimes, guys, like remember Black Friday, everybody on our text community got an extra 5% off. So you never know when we'll do that again. So there are benefits to it. Let's do the last mix.
All right, here we go. Last mix is for Narnia Niche.
I'm
guessing that's the name. Narnia Niche. And they are requesting, I would like something with rage room and raindrops in it. Maybe a spring stormy weather inspired glitter. No limitations or anything.
Hey, Kira.
I think she went upstairs.
Oh. Hold on. Let me call Kira. I have no raindrops up here. I know that.
Yeah.
I could do my mom voice, but I won't. I'll just call her.
I would have to mute the stream before you do the mom voice. Because you're going to blow out the
Do you
mics.
have raindrops up there?
Which one, major or minor?
Both.
Although the economy is slowing and we're in a bit of recession, I've made the jump into only working in my salon. I'm no longer splitting my time working for somebody else. I already several new clients. I can only imagine how amazing things are going to be when the economy picks. Dude, exactly. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, nails or recession. I love that, and
Sorry, before. Ramon, I totally forgot, minus the raindrops and rage room, what the inspo was.
The inspo was maybe a spring stormy weather inspired glitter.
Got it, thank you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, what you're doing right now is building an amazing foundation. I can't imagine what's going to happen when things start. I mean, in my wildest dreams, I never thought that we'd be going through a second banking crisis again.
Really?
Which is
Because they learned their lessons so well from the first one.
Dude, the people, yeah, it's just crazy. Like, it's funny how many regulations were put into place to prevent this from happening, and over the last 13 years, how many of these politicians actually pushed deregulation, right? And that's put us right back into this position for regionals, man. I feel sorry for those individuals, man, that had money in so many of those banks, man. It's crazy.
Sad.
So nuts.
Very sad.
Here's what we got here. Thank you so much, Shurkan Habibi, for all your help and education. Nails is the best. I appreciate that. Why you changed your stream time? We didn't.
We pushed we had that hour jump forward.
Yeah.
That's why some people
Oh,
don't
yeah,
jump.
because most places don't have.
Yeah,
most places
so-
don't, but we did, so that's why.
Daylight savings.
Gotta love it. You want to explain it though, just in case because they probably don't.
So twice a year, the clock is basically either in the spring it goes forward 1 hour, and in October it goes back 1 hour. Yeah, that's again good old
Dumb.
daylight savings.
Hate it.
I don't even know why they do it still. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen I mean, I was telling Ramon, I don't know if you guys, what was that movie I just saw about World War One?
Yeah, you were telling me about an Oscar winner?
Yeah, that Oscar winner.
Sound?
Yeah, dude, if you guys have something on the Western Front, oh, dude, that movie on Netflix was just brutal. I mean, it was so good.
What is it about?
It is about basically three kids in Germany who decide to join the efforts to fight for their country in World War One, and they're put on the front lines. And it is so gnarly. It is. I mean, I did not expect it to be like that, but I mean, it's crazy that war lasted 4 years and 9 million people died.
There it is, right there.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Thank you. Incredible movie. I was telling Ramon, for those of you guys that are Kubrick fans, the music definitely is like kind of Stanley Kubrick style. It's absolutely incredible. Very graphic. It'll hit you hard. And just to think that war is going on right now is mind-boggling. But I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't. You know, my mom grew up during the Korean War, which is crazy to me. You know, my mom witnessed Seoul being absolutely demolished.
That's crazy.
You know, so, you know, you have to thank God for everything you have daily. That we are, you know, obviously in a place where we don't have to deal with that. And for those individuals out there that are my prayers are with you. I mean, it's hard for me to even fathom like what people are going through right now around the world. It's unbelievable.
Does Cali still have COVID everywhere? I'm in Wyoming.
Does Cali have COVID everywhere?
That's a legit question.
I have no clue because I don't even care anymore.
It's still here, but it's not like it was. Like there's no closure. I mean, kind of like everywhere. You hear of it here or there, but it's not like this huge thing that you hear about all the time.
It's so funny, man. When I ran the marathon, there was a dude running in a mask.
The whole time?
I was like, I just wanted to be like, bro, like.
Well, I mean, that's his choice.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like.
Let's do my mix.
All right, real quick, after this mix, we do
God.
critique.
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Wild nails,
It's still going around. People just don't talk about it. Yeah, it's just not the hot topic anymore like it used to be. I agree. Good, I
Seriously.
agree. Let's do some decked out.
I do have to prepare though, because I'm going to Korea with my mom.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful.
No. Because in
I mean,
Asia,
before you go, you
no,
don't
just
wanna get
people
it.
wear masks. Dude, like I am like, honestly,
I'm gonna be super careful before my Costa Rica trip because I don't want to be sick on vacation again. I've done it once and I don't want to do it again.
I don't care. Like, period. But like when we go to Korea, I know that we have to, like, on public transportation, we have to wear masks, and I know that, you know, they're just more particular about it, so it's all good, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is.
yeah, I don't want the flu. I don't want nothing.
I
do
don't
not
wanna-
want to be sick on my trip
I don't
again.
want
I'm not going to be
anything.
wearing
But
masks,
dude-
but I'm like there was going to be this big get together thing, and I told Stan I'm not going. It's the week prior to the trip. I'm not getting sick before my trip. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
Nobody wants to get, like, no one wants to
No,
get sick.
no, I
That's
don't want
just,
to get sick. I
just
just
the
want
way
to be careful.
it goes. But, man, you know, take care of your body. That's what it comes down to. Take care of yourself.
You still can get sick.
Yeah, but the chances are you're going to be able to withstand a lot of illness if you are healthy.
You're right, mate.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I mean, 5 days before the the marathon, I got a slight chest infection. That was crazy, but I was able to literally flush it out of my system by the day before the race. It's crazy. Well, I would love to visit Korea. So beautiful. Go to the BTS store. Oh man, I'm so pumped. I can't tell you how excited I am, especially going with my mom. I've been there with my mom before. I've taught in Korea twice. So going back, landing in Incheon, which is unbelievable, and then obviously Seoul is such an amazing city. I'll be there 10 days with my family. Just exposing my children to it, dude, it's going to be incredible. But for me, just being able to go around certain parts of the city, because we're going to go to where my mom went to school, at grade school, which is crazy. So, her grandchildren will be able to see where she grew up, where she went. And the city is obviously completely different. When my mom grew up there, it was a lot of farmland. And then obviously seeing the country being ripped apart by war, it's just, it's mind-boggling to me that they're what they are right now. So it'll be good. Yeah, it's going to be exciting, especially for my kids. I can't wait. It's going to be crazy. Great. Do you know how to speak Korean? No, I do not. Just, 안녕하세요 and 감사합니다 and, just, good morning, thank you, just something. Honestly, it was being safe for wearing a mask, but I know this is a new fungus going around. Yeah, dude. There's all kinds of things going around. Greg, will you say something in Korean? I love the language. Also trained in Taekwondo. That's awesome, Audrey. Yeah, just, 안녕하세요. I do not speak Korean. My mom speaks Korean fluent, but I do not. My cousin who's coming with us actually speaks Korean fluently. His wife is Korean, born here, but she speaks broken Korean. His kids don't speak any. So it'll be good. My daughter and my son, but my daughter speaks Mandarin fluent. My daughter speaks Spanish fluent, and obviously English. So she's trilingual at 8 years old, which is crazy. But not just trilingual, she can write it and read it as well. My mom and my cousin will be translators. Yeah, it'll be cool.
Cousin?
My cousin, Mike, is coming.
Oh, he's going?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with his wife Erica and their 2 kids as well.
Was that expected?
No, it was planned. So we're gonna have a couple dinners while we're there. They obviously have their things planned, but it'll be good. My
cool.
nephew, which is crazy, he's 16 years old, and dude, he just shot 75-69. He just shot sub 70 round playing golf. Pretty crazy. Are you mixed or full Korean? I am mixed. I'm half Korean, half Palestinian. Korab. Half Korean, half Arab. Yes. Half Korean, half Arab. That's why I posted on if you guys follow my feed, my dad's name is Bashara Habib Salo. So my name is Gregory Habib Salo. I was the first Habib. And Habib obviously is always going to be number 2. Number 2, and he got his name from my grandfather.
Yeah.
Whose name Habib.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So when I would love to speak Arabic. Arabic to me is such a beautiful language. Obviously growing up with, an Arab family, but being the only children amongst a lot of my, my cousins who couldn't speak Arabic. I regret it, but it's never too late to learn. I should learn how to speak. It'd be kind of crazy.
Your generation got a lot of that, right? Because a lot of the parents decided not to teach them the language they would. It's sad because that would have been cool.
Having a Korean mom and having, again, a Palestinian father, both landing here in Los Angeles in the late 60s, and not speaking each other's languages, so they had to speak English. And the only way that my parents could really learn how to speak English well is their children speaking English well. So that's what it really came down to. Is your daughter learn Mandarin and Spanish from? No. My wife speaks Spanish fluently. She's Mexican, born in Mexico, came here when she was 8. She speaks Spanish fluent. Originally wanted to send them to basically a school that spoke Spanish and English, but there wasn't any options. So we found a school in Anaheim that actually focused it on Mandarin.
Bonus points.
Yeah, they've been learning in school since, my daughter's been spoken to in Mandarin since she was 3 years old.
So technically, you're the second Habib.
No, yes. Well, no.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Your grandfather.
No,
Someone just brought that
dude.
out. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Your grandfather was first, so you're second best.
Amongst the siblings.
You don't get to pick and choose. You don't get to.
My grandfather is obviously, God bless his soul, but he's the man. And then my dad had Habib, so he would technically be number 2. And then me. So Bashara Habib Salo, Gregory Habib Salo, and then Habib. Right? Both my dad and I have that. And my son actually has my dad's name as his middle name. So Nico Bashara Salo. Nico Good News Salo. Because that's what it means. It means good news.
Greg, you're the third best.
Man.
The glitter is beautiful. Thank you. Okay, I added just a little bit more, and do we have our spring rain?
I don't know if you guys ever saw my dad, but I'll show you guys a pic.
My parents only spoke Spanish to me and my siblings when we were growing up. I'm doing the same with my kids. I think that's amazing. That's awesome.
Here's a great picture of me. This is a great picture of my dad, my brother, and myself. Right, there's my dad right there at the San Diego Zoo. Yeah, and then another picture. This is pretty epic. My dad and my mom, when they got married, like at the Horseshoe at Las Vegas. My dad, man,
He looks happy.
Pure savage right there.
He looks happy. The glitters in that mix. We had Night Shift. We had Backup Bestie. We had Pinky, Western Blue. Both major and minor raindrops. We had Rage Room, Purple Dawn. I'm trying to... Neon the Sky. Fuchsia. Did I put Sunshine? Oh, I mean Sunset Beach and New Hollywood. And then a glitter you guys don't have yet.
Had your mom and my dad met. Here's another cool picture. This is a little bit older. Dude, dad has a cocktail in his hand. It's crazy.
Nice.
Dude, look at all the hair I used to have. What the heck happened, man?
Yeah. Greg, how did they meet?
My mom's car broke down in front of my dad's gas station. So my dad was an expert diesel mechanic. He came to the States to work for a trucking company called Time DC. He was a man diesel expert mechanic. He was working in Saudi at the time and then ended up coming over on a working visa back in like 68, man. If you had those blue collar skills, it was amazing. So he was working for my uncle at the time, downtown LA, and my mom's car broke down in front of my dad's gas station.
Did it actually break down? Wasn't she just out of gas?
No, it broke down.
It did break down.
Yeah,
I thought the story was it was actually just out of gas.
So my dad ran out. My dad told everyone, "Oh, I know her," and he didn't know, dude. You know, Jack. He just told everybody that he knew her, and he ran out there and he fixed it. And then when my mom actually came to pay, he said, "Don't worry about it. I got it. And if you need anything, give me a call." So he gave my mom his phone number, and my dad didn't hear from her for like 3-4 weeks, and then 4 weeks later, she gets a call from my mom. "Mr. Salo, how are you? I'm in a bind. My car won't start. It's in the parking garage." My dad immediately, man, just bolted over there. And it's funny because, all cars back then. Like you can't like my dad. So my dad gets in the car and he's like looking, and he like puts the car into drive and fires it up. My mom had it in drive.
Neutral.
No, in drive.
Oh, she had it in drive.
Yeah, I put it in park and then fired it up. Yeah.
Oh,
So
gosh. You think she did that on purpose?
I know she just, dude. She was learning. She was learning how to drive. Like she didn't really drive that much in Korea. So when she got here and she learned, and then my dad, they kind of had a laugh about it. My dad's like, my cousin's going to Disneyland next week. And, I would love for you to be able to come with me.
Their first date was Disneyland?
Yeah, and dude, this is...
I didn't know this.
I didn't either.
Oh, dude, and this is crazy. I'll show you guys something amazing. That's the pic. Look at that. So that's right there.
Hold it, blow it up.
That's the date. Right there at Disneyland. Isn't that nuts? Like AT&T in the back right there.
Oh, that's under the People Mover.
That's under the People Mover, bro. That's on the way to Space Mountain, bro.
Yeah, so that's where the AT&T was the round theater.
Yeah, but man, dude, isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
That is the day they went to Disneyland and had that date.
It was all over from there.
Yeah, my God bless my dad. Love you, Pops. He was pure salve.
Shall we do the nail critique?
Yes, nail critique.
I can still hear his voice so clearly in my head. All of us can.
All right, nail critique is for the nail guru Julia.
Okay. Discord
Okay,
key.
Discord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
You're on Discord?
No, just looking at that pic on the screen.
These are the nails.
You laughing at me, bro?
No,
Always.
just laughing at the situation. Never at you.
I love it. This is really good. This is very good. Dude, your lower arch is perfect.
Thanks.
Your lower arch
Nice.
is flawless. So when I see this right here, like this extension all the way out to the side from the lower arch is beautiful. And your upper arch is also beautiful as well. This is a very well sculpted nail. Like, I love, again, slight taper. Your sidewalls are beautiful. I love how they just bow in slightly. They're perfectly symmetric on both sides. The design is beautiful. Dude, your nails are sick.
That was from a garbage pile.
And what's crazy is if you look at the thickness on the frieze, like that nail will never break. Like, dude, this
I would say to thin it down a little bit.
You could taper it down. Just
Yeah,
on
just
the
from
front end.
underneath.
You can come at like just a slight angle to give it the appearance, but Nail Guru, I'm fired up for you. That's sick.
Nice
Good nail.
job. Nice job.
Great looking nail.
Okay. Everyone posts perfect nails to critique. I mean, perfect. I'm going to be the first to present the foulest set ever and see what y'all say. No, I mean, there's always something to work on, but don't stress. I love the nail critiques because it definitely helps. When will the glitters that we don't have yet be released? Maybe we'll do that
Soon.
Memorial? Maybe
Soon,
Memorial
yeah.
Day?
Just stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely need to do it because it's just sitting there. We spent the money, so definitely need to. I love to hear the stories about Greg and Habib since I'm just getting to know them.
You know what's crazy? Last week I was at soccer practice. Well, 2 weeks ago because it's been raining, and one of the fathers I noticed like he's an Arab just from his accent.
Uh-huh.
So I got to a conversation with him, and then I told him, just in conversation, I'm like, yeah, my father's Palestinian. So he was kind of taken back, like, it's like, because obviously, like, when you look at my eyes, like,
I see Palestinian.
Dude.
A little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
you're definitely Habib more than you, but
yeah, I mean, for me, you're gonna see a lot more Asian than Arab for sure. But I was like, where were you born? I was born in Iraq. I was born in Baghdad, and I was like, bro, like, I said, I have a bunch of cousins that were born there, which is crazy. Like, it's previous to Saddam Hussein and obviously what happened in Iraq and the tragedy that has happened. Dude, at one point in time, especially in the 60s, dude, Baghdad was like the Paris of the Middle East. It was phenomenal. But he had to leave. So he was a physician. He was a doctor. He's a doctor here in the United States now. But obviously after the war, I mean, dude, they were killing doctors. Like, it was, again, war-torn, crazy situation, and he was able to get his family out. He was able to obviously get here to this country and build a beautiful, obviously, lifestyle. I mean, you can do it, right? It's just a matter of time. But it, I guess the whole thing of like, talking to him and saying, "Yo, dude, I'm an Arab." He was like, "What?" How's that possible?
Tammy says, I used YM forms, and I have to say I'm not going back to tips. I saved so much time. Exactly, Tammy.
Before seeing the parents, I thought Habib and Greg were adopted.
Kind of makes sense, don't it? Ramon Tina's all out. Okay, let's see. I love the teaching. I love the teaching y'all do. This is a nail and business related nail enthusiast, lifesaver, self-taught beginner with y'all. Great help. Love it.
We are here about doing that. I feel a lot of the people that start with us on this community, they're unsure whether they want to do nails, or there's a lot of pros that do nails, or they're at a point they're just like, I don't know. And then there's a few experts on here as well that just love to chat nails and give their advice to people that are getting into the business. It's a community of knowledge. So whether you do have the knowledge or you don't have the knowledge, the only way to get obviously better, stronger, faster is
Find that and throw that, please.
is to educate yourself, right? Talk, speak, listen, and that's how we're constantly learning and getting better.
When is the next sale? Sale starts this Sunday at 6 p.m.
Here you go,
Cali time, Pacific time. Should we raffle?
This is not the raffle, right? This
No,
is
that's
the
not the raffle.
All right, let's do the raffle.
Here's the garbage pile, guys.
All right, let's show off this garbage pile.
That's dope.
That is dope.
That is.
Let's do it. Let's raffle.
All right, guys, if you're not on Twitch, you need to come over to Twitch. This is where we have a lot of fun. We have raffles, we have glitter mixing, we have raffles, and we have glitter mixing. We have a lot of stuff. So come on over to Twitch. Everybody on Twitch, if you guys are ready. Oh, by the way, if you're watching the recording, sorry, you cannot join the raffle, but come back when we are live. Ready for the raffle?
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Everybody
let's
jump
go.
in. Guess what? You know what?
Go,
And I'm feeling like a little funsies today. So the first,
Funsies.
should we do two raffles? One for glitter, one for a timeout?
One for
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You want to should we raffle a timeout?
Yeah.
So if we raffle a timeout, do they get to pick who gets timed out, or they are timed out?
They will be timed out. That'll be the easiest. That way we don't cause any chaos.
We're gonna raffle a timeout. So we're gonna do the glitter first.
So we'll do the glitter first. We're gonna pick from the same batch.
Okay.
So, or we can do
let's
first and then glitter. That would be funny too. But let's just do glitter first.
Okay.
That way the glitter's out of the way, and then the timeout.
Got it.
You guys in?
Let's do it.
All right. Don't go in yet, guys. It's not live yet. Here we go. Let me go over here because we were having a little issues with the raffle.
Bonus
system.
points.
All right.
Wait,
if
what?
You started. Do that again. Type in exclamation raffle, the way you see it on the screen. Remember, if you're first or last, it doesn't matter. This is our random. It's picked at random. Type in exclamation raffle.
You win because you work with me, and you're welcome.
This is true.
That's a loss, dude.
Oh, really? Really?
So the first one will be for the glitter. The second one will be for a timeout.
I'm gonna
and
call.
It's okay, guys. We're timing you out for the end of the stream, so
Yeah, you just won't be able to type.
Yeah, you won't be able to type.
It's just
But
funsies.
when we come back, you'll have it. So don't worry.
It's funsies.
I think you only get 10.
What is a timeout? It means you just can't chat.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Something fun. It's like what we do to a Jorge all the time. We time him out.
You get to get the Jorge.
You get to sit in the corner and watch.
You get the Jorge.
Blame it on Ramon.
I kind of want to do that. It's just fun. For funsies, guys. For funsies.
I'm gonna call Habib up and say you fired me today.
I fired you. I don't fire anybody.
And that's what I'm gonna tell him.
Okay, cool.
Greg told me to go home and I'm fired.
Yeah. Do that.
Oh, that's nice.
Doesn't even stick.
Let's see what else we got. What do we got? Oh, there was a question before we started. I grabbed it.
Oh, wait.
Question is, what do you mean? Oh, wait.
We get the Jorge chair.
We get the Jorge chair. That's
Blame it on Jorge.
Yeah, we're going to call that, the timing out, we'll call it the Jorge chair.
Jorge treatment.
The Jorge treatment. There you go. You're going to get the Jorge treatment.
Question was, if the nails lifting from the natural nails lifting from underneath the fiber gel, so the free edge, should they just remove the natural nail, or do
Correct.
they need to remove the fiber gel and add to the natural nail?
Nah, just remove the.
Kind of
just remove the
depends on how
separation.
much the separation is, right?
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's severe, then I would clip it off and then
Yeah.
just re-sculpt it out.
Or
But-
V. Kilman, I hope I get the timeout.
Blame it on Ramon.
Yeah, it depends if the lifting goes all the way back to the natural nail. If it's just a free edge, you can just get rid of it. But as long as it's sealed, you just want to make sure that you've actually stopped the lifting. Really baffling me is that people don't want to clip. It's all okay. It's all good. We're all having fun. Yeah, so that's with the lifting. Let's do some shout outs while we're waiting, because I think we're behind on that. Where is he starting?
Right here.
Go for it, G.
Fire Nails by Jules, Subscriber Prime, been for 8 months. Yo, thank you.
How about we do this? Can we have you stand up? Because you seem more excited when you stand up.
No, bro.
Stand up.
No, man.
Stand up.
Don't tell me what to do, bro.
Stand up. Don't stand up.
Don't stand up.
Sit down.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna be like this. My time
It looks better.
My time
that way.
2599.
Looks
Resubscribe
better.
for Prime. 1 month at tier 1. Rova Noda.
Where is he?
Rova Noda. Resubscribe for 1 month at tier. Then subscribe for 4 months.
Idiot.
What? Why?
I don't. He's just
Nick
being a
Knack
pain.
253 for 5-0 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey, subscriber for Prime. They've been here for 5 months. Happy to be here. The vibe is so nice. Thank you for this community. Thank you. Sheldonberg, subscribe for Prime. They've been here for 9 months. Appreciate that. Cat Poop, too full. I like that name. Resubscribe for 5. They've been here for 7 months. Yindao 714, resubscribe for a month. They've been here for 5. Appreciate that. Nick Knack 253 cheered for 5 bits. Mary 8772 resubscribe for 1 month. They've been subscribed for 10 months. Appreciate that. Again, Mary 8722 gifted a tier to Jazzy Believe. That is pretty dang
very
cool. Anti-Dull Nails resubscribe for a month at tier 1. They've been here for 9. Very good morning to you. Trouble Night, resubscribe for Pine. They've been here for 6 months. Appreciate that.
Go
Lena
for it.
Chats cheered for a hundo. Thanks for the quick gel removal tutorial. Always good reminders. Kitty Claus cheered for 5. Kim Vidism just followed us. Nails. Nailsy Nice. Resubscribe for Prime. They've been here for 17 months. Time flies and you're having fun. Amen. 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 Amen.
Real
Amen.
quick, press by Chris. Go ahead and type that in again. It's exclamation raffle. Exclamation raffle. Okay.
Joe Furches.
Joe for churches. Cheered for 10.
For churches.
Joe.
It was that little Catholic little song I just busted out. Shells Nails cheered for 10. Desi Girl 42 cheered for 3. Alegna Bolo cheered for 20. Epic. Joe
Purchase.
Furchess cheered
it.
for 10. Jail Nail Chick resubscribed for Prime. They've been here for 14 months, and we love you as well. Appreciate you.
Yay. So, Greg, you told a beautiful story. Habib told us a stalker story of how your parents met. It depends how you twist the story, right? It's not a twist. Your dad was a little stalkerish.
I mean,
Dude, you put in a rock underneath someone's tire to see if they go out at night.
dude.
That's a little stalkerish, no?
I mean, you can't blame the guy. Come on, man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess it's how you tell the story.
It was like in 1972. I think everybody back then was a little trippy.
What?
Anywho.
Dude, I mean, look, there's not one
Wait,
most.
Wait. I gotta stop you. Hold on. Who is this?
Is that Jorge?
Yeah, it is Jorge. He entered the raffle.
Oh, time him out.
So, guys, let me show you an example of what's going to happen if you win the timeout raffle. Ready? That's
Time
what's
out.
gonna happen.
He's in the corner.
Damn,
I'm gonna go sit in the corner with Jorge.
son.
So someone will join you.
What did you do to your wife, guy? I didn't do anything.
No kidding. If you think that's okay,
Dude,
not stalkerish.
it's funny, man, because my mother-in-law, Lily's mom, when she comes into town, she's always, dude, just hammering Lily. Like, how come you're not doing this for your husband? How come you're not cooking for your husband? How come you're not... And I'm just like...
You're like in the background. Yeah.
I'm like, no, I am.
Yeah.
I know I am. I'm like, yeah, babe.
Babe. Hey, babe.
Like, why aren't you doing these things for me?
Greg has this. Whenever she calls, he has this. He just, hey, babe. And every time he
babe.
does it, I have to go, hey, babe. It's the way you say it.
Dude.
It's like you put the word all together. Hey, babe.
You know, most of our parents from like the early 70s or 60s or 70s, like most women at that time.
Watch
they
what
were,
you say.
No, I'm just.
Whoa.
Hold on.
No, I'm just
Where are
saying.
we going with this?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Back they were professional moms. Like the dads were the breadwinners. That's what it was, dude. In the 60s and 70s.
There was more stay-at-home moms.
That's what it was back in the 60s and 70s.
You could afford it. You could afford.
Dude, my dad.
You could have multiple children.
My dad
and
was getting $300 a week from Time DC, and his mortgage at the time was $250 a month.
yeah,
like, that's
but
so
if
crazy.
If you compare to what the cost of living is now to how much
It's not even
pay wage
comparable.
as when it's not.
No, it's not.
I mean,
It's
when Stan and I
unfortunate.
got married, I think he made 40-some thousand that year. I stayed at home. We had a nice place.
Totally.
I mean,
Dude,
it
when
just-
I graduated from high school, I remember my mom's like, if you become a civil engineer, you'll start off at $35,000. I remember, like
That
in
was a lot.
1989, thinking like, wow, 35 grand a year would
Yeah.
be an amazing start to a career.
Which it can be, but like you could live off of that. You can't. It's hard. That's why women, have. I like to work personally, but that's why you have to have dual incomes anymore. It's because it's just so hard. It's hard to do it with dual incomes, especially if you have children on top of it. It's crazy. Wow, that coffee cup is gigantic. Yes, and I have another one waiting for me.
Bro.
Should we end it? I was born in the 80s and my mom stayed home and my dad worked at Ford making great money.
Totally.
We vacationed every year. Can't do that anymore. It's sad. It's hard.
Please tell me my name.
Ooh.
Here, read her name.
Ezra Nur Sifsi.
Sifsies? Did he get it? Was he close? Say it one more time.
Ezra Nur Sifsi.
Let's see if that was it.
Greg, do we have any update on what kind of style or coffee thermos is going to be? Yeah, Greg, do we have any updates on that?
It's going to be Satanic Red.
And bye, everybody. 'Cause this is the last.
This is our last episode. We've been canceled.
I have no clue. It's probably gonna be like black.
Yeah, tell us about the merch and everything that's coming out, Greg. Come on.
It'll say, and everyone's piling.
Oh, Lord. Okay, guys,
Oh,
let's end this raffle. We're going
to the
downhill.
raffle. Here we go. The raffle, guys, has now been closed. Wow, we got it.
Oh, dude, look, I got it.
Got what?
Oh, you got the name. No, everybody thinks that you got the.
She told me. She gave me a thumbs
She
up.
gave you a thumbs up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What does your dad say about a thumbs up?
Thumbs up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of flipping somebody off, my dad used to always say, "Don't flip them off. Just give them this."
My dad was a coal miner. His crew got killed in the UBB mine. Explosion. Sad retired now that, thank God, it took him a long time to go back underground after that, I would imagine.
God.
I got
God
covered
bless
up.
their souls.
Okay, let's pick a winner. Winner,
God bless
chicken
God
dinner.
bless your dad.
4G glitter second one is for a timeout.
Okay, let's do it.
And you can go sit with George, because George is in there right now.
Blame it on
The
Ramon
first winner is...
and Jorge.
Ooh,
Baby nails.
Baby Nails, you get the garbage pile. Congratulations. Sign it and throw it, please.
Calm down.
Don't let it to me,
dude.
don't-
No need to be violent, bro.
Okay.
Always need to be violent.
Violence is...
It solves everything, I heard. I heard.
Don't listen to Tracy, everyone.
Okay, congratulations,
Yes.
Baby Nails.
Baby nails.
You got the garbage pile. But the question is,
Who will get the timeout?
Who gets-
That's a big prize.
timed out and
That
gets
is
to
a
go
big
sit in the
prize.
corner with Jorge.
Who gets to sit with
Blame
Jorge?
it on Jorge.
All right. The person that will sit with Jorge in timeout is...
Dun, dun, dun,
What should
dun.
be Greg?
That would be
That
hilarious.
would be hilarious.
Barbie Nails 13, you are timed out. You have been put in the corner.
Dang, dude.
All right, Barbie Nails.
Sorry, Barbie. You're the winner of being timed out.
Sheikh Al Mamadi. What is a raffle? It is something we do daily. Come on Twitch. It'll give you an opportunity to win prizes.
Not daily.
No, not daily.
3 days a week, sorry.
Not daily.
Not daily. Well, the days we are twitching.
Twitching, yeah.
Yeah, so the days we are twitching, we do raffles, and this gives you an opportunity to win some prizes. Pretty
Yeah.
fun. Join
Things
us on,
like being timed out.
join us on Twitch. So you can blame it on Ramon.
Yeah, do we congratulate Barbie Nails?
Yeah.
Depends how you look at it.
That's the grand prize.
Congratulations, Bobby Nails. Yeah.
I'm trying to find them.
Yeah.
Bye, Barbie.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go anywhere though, Barbie.
Wait. We can't go anywhere until I time them out. Oh,
Why? I can talk. It's in the
yeah,
Geneva Convention.
Blame it on Tracy.
Barbie Nails.
Yeah.
Can you comment, Barbie, so we can time you out?
Can you comment?
They don't even comment already, so there's no need.
There you are.
Woo. I'm here.
All right, Barbie.
Barbie, congratulations.
Congrats.
What does it say when they get timed out?
It's just blocked, like the chat gets blocked out, so they can't chat.
I
But they can
mean,
still watch.
They can see comments?
I've been
But it's only
blocked.
for 5 minutes. So
You believe
while
that?
you're in here, for the next stream, you'll be fine. It's just during the last part of
Donkulous,
the stream.
dude.
You've always.
All for fun.
I've been blocked so many times, it's stupid.
Oh, we
From
should
what?
Greg,
Oh, from
Greg.
here?
For like cursing or for using like caps or I've been like
Don't
30
use caps, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm shouting.
Don't shout.
No, don't tell me what to do.
I would tell you
Don't,
what to do.
dude, shout.
Yeah, don't.
I was thinking that was going to be my first raffle win. That's so
But it
funny.
was. Thank you,
She gets
Barbie's Nails, for
Thank
being so
you.
support.
Yes, it's just for
Just
funsies.
for funsies, guys. I'll be back on the next one, don't worry.
Yeah.
Right arm.
Are we going to raid?
I'm looking for a raid. Let me see if I have anybody to raid. We didn't have anybody.
If not, we'll just do it on.
Shut up.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm gonna put these-
Oh
man.
my god.
Oh!
What?
You guys want to listen to music? I mean, we can raid DJ Icy Ice again.
Let's
He's
do
the
it.
only one
I
right
like
now.
him.
You guys want to go over and listen to some music? Let me see what kind of music he's listening to. See if he has any special guests. You know who he had the other day? He had Money B from the Digital Underground. on his
Digital
show the other day.
Underground.
Let's
That's
go, man.
awesome. Does the timeout transfer over to the raid? Yeah, they're still part of the
Yeah,
thing.
they're
They
still
just
part of
can't
it.
comment.
Yeah, you just can't comment, so don't worry. You'll be good. All right, guys.
Let's
Stay
do
on
it.
for the raid.
So basically, you stay on, and it'll automatically transfer them over. Yes.
Yes.
So stay on,
Please
guys.
click make sure that the button says does not
Bonus
say
points.
leave. If it says leave, just leave it alone. But if it says anything other than leave, click it so you can join the raid.
Yep.
So it will give you some time
And
to join.
guys, I know he's gonna do this for a few seconds,
Yeah,
but
we're still.
bye.
We're still on. I'm collecting the people.
Love you guys. I'll see you guys on. I'll see you guys on TikTok later.
We're not done. We're not done yet. We're not done
We're
yet.
done with you. Go away. Go.
Collecting the
Go
people.
away.
People are getting collected
we're
for
col-
the raid.
that's
We only have
weird.
280
You're collecting
280 in
people.
here. If if you want to be part of the raid, make sure you're
Give them some love, guys. Give them some YN hearts.
And make sure that you don't spam it. Just hit them once.
Yeah, do
or
some
twice.
hearts once or twice, and then let it
He
go.
knows us, so give him some love.
Do you push to leave? No, you should see.
No, don't click the
Just
leave.
stay on.
Yeah, that means you're leaving the raid, so you don't want to click that button. I know it's confusing. Twitch is fun, isn't it?
So much fun.
They always say to leave. Well, I'm the one that's gonna push you guys to the raid, so make sure that button says leave, because that means you leave the raid. You want to join the raid.
Is this
Make
Greg's
sure you
coffee?
join the raid and
I
then
should
just sit back.
I should spit in this.
All right, Chase, you can tell them bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Lotion, lotion, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. Lotion, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket, lotion, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, The basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Lotion, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Lotion, basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.